Make your voice heard. 203-333-9422. Back to Melissa in the Morning on WICC 600 AM and 107.3 FM.
We need your help. We want to nominate somebody who is so deserving of this incredible giveaway that Brown Roofing is going to be holding. Roofing for Humanity. Brown Roofing actually had a salesman back in 2021 who had this vision of assisting families in need by providing them with a safe, dry home. And now we need nominations. Somebody who is deserving of this incredible offer. Again, thanks to Brown Roofing. And so to talk a little bit more about this and help us to understand who they are looking for and how people can nominate someone, we have Kevin Luchin here. And Kevin, welcome back to the show. How are you?
Good morning, Melissa. Thank you for having me on.
Yeah, and it's interesting, Kevin. I'm so glad that this came up because the last time we had Eddie on the show, he had mentioned that there are a lot of efforts locally that Brown Roofing gets involved with to try to give back. And this was one of those that really kind of sparked my interest. And so I wasn't sure if you could talk a little bit about, first of all, going back to Michael Goldberg's story and his vision and where we are today in 2024.
Sure. Well, Michael was a salesman for us back in, he was with the company for about 10 years. And Mike had a very giving heart. And he approached Eddie Griffin, the owner of Brown Roofing, with this idea that we can provide a safe, dry home to a family that is in need and has already given back to their community. One of the mantras within Brown Roofing is making giving back a part of our culture. So, Eddie loved the idea, and they started to put it together. And unfortunately, in 2021, Michael passed away before he could see his vision come to life.
I'm sorry.
So Eddie carried on that tradition, and Roofing for Humanity was born. And we carry on that passion that Michael had today. So Roofing for Humanity this year will be our third. We are looking for a family, again, that is in need of a new roof and has demonstrated giving back to their community already. Last year's recipient had been a volunteer firefighter in Newtown. Had struggled and passed away, and now his wife was left to provide for the family. The roof was in disrepair, and ironically enough, she had called in to book an appointment for an estimate on the roof, and one of her friends had already nominated her.
Wow, that gives me goosebumps. Yeah, oh, that's amazing.
So instead of booking the appointment, we had to transfer the call to Eddie so Eddie could actually break the news to her.
Oh, my gosh.
So
that's amazing.
It's very satisfying. And Eddie's, what's the word I'm looking for? Eddie's idea of giving back just permeates through the entire culture of the company. This year, again, we're looking for someone whose roof is in disrepair, has given back to the community, and we have a form on our website which can be filled out for someone to enter their nomination. Then we go through the selection process. We have a committee within Brown Roofing who narrows down the selections, and the final recipient is chosen by Eddie himself and Michael Goldberg's family.
That's amazing. I think that's so beautiful. So again, Brown Roofing is going into its third year of giving a free roofing installation to a deserving family. And again, this is in Fairfield, Litchfield, or New Haven County, so right here in our listening area. Right. And they have opened up the nomination section on their website, brownroofing.org. And when you go there, like I'm looking at the site right now, it's super easy, straight to the point, first, last name, street, and then a little bit of information, contact information really, and then providing the story, why you think they are deserving. Now, I'm curious, again, this is only the third year, Kevin, only, I say that lightly, but the first and second year, I was just curious, just to give people an idea, roofs, a roofing installation, it's really expensive. I mean, what you guys are doing, it's pretty remarkable that there's a family that is getting, I mean, when you talk about the average of replacing somebody's roof, what are we talking about dollar-wise?
It's going to depend on the size of the home itself. But, a small 1,600 square foot home could have a roof that's going to cost anywhere from $12,000 to $16,000. And of course, bigger roofs, it's going to be quite a bit more. Mm-hmm. So there's a lot of things that go into it. And when we do our inspection process, we're looking at everything. Our inspectors are getting up on the roofs, into the attics, so that when we do go and do the actual work, there are no surprises. All of a sudden, we're not finding mold or rotted wood decking and have to add that on to the cost of the job. When our roof inspectors give one of our customers an estimate, they can be confident in the fact that we have covered everything within that 90 to 120-minute inspection.
It really is such a beautiful way of giving back. And what I love also is that part of Michael's vision is that you're giving a roof to a deserving family. And so it's people who are, deeply connected to their communities. These are people who like to give back. These are people who you're probably not going to hear complain about their roof. They might mention, oh yeah, at some point I'll get around to that. I mean, these are really special people who are so deserving of getting a little bit of help in Brown Roofing, having this vision and continuing it now for a third year. It's really quite extraordinary. So we need your help. If you're listening and you know someone immediately, you're thinking to yourself, I know the perfect person. Again, really the only stipulations here is that they have to live in Fairfield, Litchfield, or New Haven County. So you probably know somebody there.
Correct.
And that they really should be somebody who is again, deserving of it in the sense that they already are somebody who gives back and kind of models why Brown Roofing wanted to do this, which is, again, giving back and being a support to the community. So all you have to do, listener, is go to brownroofing.org. You're going to see under their giveaway section, it's a very easy form to fill out. You put the first, last name of the nominee, their street, a phone number, an email address. Again, that's so Brown Roofing can reach out to them and let them know they won. And then you just put a description of their story, why you think they're deserving of this roof. And they have until it looks like April 1st to fill out that nomination, correct?
Correct. We'd like to get all the nominations in by April 1st so we can schedule the work for our crews when it's not the dog days of summer, because roofs get very hot. And there's also, if you go to the homepage, there's a little drop down at the very top of the homepage that will provide a link to the nomination form.
Yes, it says Roofing for Humanity with a big bullhorn. Is that what you're talking about?
That is it.
I see
it. So if you
it.
click on that right there, it'll provide you with the link directly to the nomination form.
You can't miss it. Actually, you're very right, Kevin. As soon as you go to the homepage, you'll see at the very, very top of the page in bold lettering, it's got a big bullhorn next to it and a plus sign, and it's in a red banner. It says Roofing for Humanity. Just click on that. You'll go right to where you need to go. This will take you maybe a minute or two to fill out this form, depending on how detailed you get in the nominee's story. But we are so appreciative, Brown Roofing, for doing this each and every year. Their third year of giving a roof to a deserving family in Fairfield, Litchfield, or New Haven County. And all you have to do is fill out the paperwork, which really is going to take you no time at all. And man, you're going to feel really good, especially if your nominee is picked. Thank you so much, Kevin, for highlighting this on WICC.
Melissa, thank you so much for helping us get the word out. And just one last thing, any information we get on a nomination or a nominee is strictly in confidence. We don't use it for marketing purposes. This is strictly for the nomination process itself.
Okay. And we definitely are going to keep this and make sure that we also are sharing it in our newscasts throughout the month of March to make sure that we get as many nominations as possible. And man, the only ones I envy in this it has to be Eddie. I envy Eddie, or I guess I'm not envious of Eddie and the Goldberg family because I don't know how you guys pick. I have no idea how you pick someone. Whew.
It's a tough process. That's why the more information on this family's story and their giving back is so important.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. So definitely take your time with it, but it really shouldn't take an awful lot of time. brownroofing.org, and right there at the top of the homepage, you'll see Roofing for Humanity. Click on that and fill out the nominee, just some basic information and why you think they are deserving of a brand new roof for free, courtesy of Brown Roofing. Kevin, thank you again for highlighting this, and good luck.
Thanks so much, Melissa. It was nice to talk to you.
Yes, always nice to talk to you guys as well. And a reminder, that website, it's as simple as it sounds, Brown Roofing, all spelled out, brownroofing.org. And right at the top of the screen, Roofing for Humanity. Click on that. You'll find what you need there. Let's go to traffic and weather. It's a Wednesday, and you're listening to WICC.
WICC Smart MLS.